You want to be a millionaire in 2025, then burn your rulebook, toss out the excuses, forget what school taught you, and stop listening to broke people who pretend to have wisdom because they don't. They're just scared. Scared of the truth, scared of effort, scared of becoming someone better than they are. The world's not fair good. That's an advantage, because when the rules are broken, you get to write your own. But you don't win this game by sitting on your ass blaming the system. You win by moving faster, thinking sharper, working smarter, and executing harder than everyone else. There are only 3 ways to become a millionaire in 2025. Just 3, that's it. Everything else is noise, everything else is fantasy. If you're not doing one of these 3 things at a savage level, then forget your dreams. You'll never make it. Let's break it down. First, master a skill that prints money. You want to make serious money. Then you need to be able to do something that other people can't or won't. Something that solves a painful, expensive problem. You think people get paid for effort? Wrong. They get paid for results. You think you deserve more money? Show me what you can do that makes someone richer, faster, leaner, more visible, or more powerful. This world doesn't reward the average. It doesn't care how long you've been trying. It doesn't care how much you want it. It only cares about value, and value comes from mastery. I'm not talking about reading a few blogs or watching a couple YouTube tutorials and calling yourself an expert. I'm talking about obsession. You pick one skill and you drill it until you can do it with your eyes closed. You breathe it. You sleep with it on your mind. You become the guy people call when everything is falling apart because they know you deliver. What kind of skills am I talking about? Skills that solve problems for the wealthy: sales, copywriting, digital ads, high-level branding, AI automation, building landing pages that convert, creating offers that explode. Sales funnels, crypto trading with real strategy. You master any of these, you'll never go broke again. Ever. And here's the beauty: in 2025, you can learn any of these online in your bedroom for next to nothing. You don't need a degree. You don't need permission. You don't even need validation. You just need focus and aggression. But what do most of you do? You bounce from shiny object to shiny object. You dabble. You quit the moment it gets hard. You scroll instead of study. That's why you're broke. You want a new life, then earn it. Stop pretending and start performing. Every hour you waste watching Netflix is another hour someone else is getting rich. Not because they're smarter, but because they have more fire in their gut than you do. Master a skill, go deep, get scary good at it, then sell it to the world, which brings me to the second way to become a millionaire: monetizing attention. You can be the most skilled person on earth, but if nobody knows you exist, it doesn't matter. The graveyard is full of untapped genius. Talented people die broke every day. Why? Because they never learned how to capture attention and turn that attention into income. In 2025, attention is the new oil. If you can grab people's eyes, ears, and hearts, you can sell anything. And if you can't, you'll be invisible. Let's be real. There are people making $100K a month doing mukbangs. There are guys reviewing wristwatches, and they're millionaires. There are 22-year-olds making bank selling Notion templates on TikTok. Do they have MBA? No. Are they working 9 to 5s? No. They've just understood the game. Get attention, build trust, sell value. Now let me crush your excuse: I don't like social media. So what? You don't need to like it. You need to leverage it. It's not about vanity. It's about visibility. If you have a product, a service, a message, you owe it to yourself to show up online. Every single day, you can build an audience on Twitter. You can dominate on YouTube. You can niche down on LinkedIn. You can own your industry on Instagram or TikTok. It's not about the platform. It's about the consistency and clarity of your message. People follow those who lead, so lead, and don't tell me you need 100 followers. You don't. You can make $10K a month with a few hundred people who trust you. Focus on depth, not just width. Solve their problems. Give them offers, give them insight. Position yourself as the expert in your space and then monetize that status. Sell digital products, sell coaching, sell memberships, sell courses, or point people to affiliate links that convert. There are infinite ways to get paid once people are paying attention to you. Most of you are afraid to post because you care what your friends think. Meanwhile, your friends are broke and watching Netflix. You're worried about their opinions. That's your biggest mistake. The world belongs to those who show up, speak loud, and own who they are. The people who laugh now will clap later from the cheap seats. Get out of hiding, show your face, build your brand, monetize your mind. That's how you break through in 2025. And now we come to the third way, the final level, building leverage. This is the step that takes you from high income earner to millionaire. Because you don't get rich trading time for money. That's slavery with a promotion. If you're always working, you don't own your business owns you. That's not freedom. That's just a fancy cage. Leverage means you're making money without your hands on everything. It means you have systems that scale, people who execute, and assets that grow on autopilot. It means you've detached your time from your income. How do you build leverage? You build teams, you hire smart, you delegate hard, you automate what's repeatable, you use AI to cut costs, you use software to duplicate effort, you turn your service into a system, your expertise into a course, your brand into a product. You stop hustling for every dollar and you build machines that multiply your value. Leverage is the ultimate multiplier. With it, you can scale your business 10x without burning out. Without it, you're just a high, paid laborer, exhausted, stuck, and capped. Let me give it to you straight. If you're still doing everything yourself, you're in the way. You need to build a team, virtual assistants, editors, sales closers, marketers, writers, automations, apps. AI systems build an army that works while you sleep. That's how you scale. That's how you win, but I don't have the money to hire. Then stay broke or think bigger, sell more, offer a higher ticket service. Package your knowledge better, get lean, get scrappy, hustle harder just long enough to buy your way out of the grind. You should be using every dollar to buy your time back, and then use that time to build things that print money without you. That's the real game. That's how the rich get richer and why the poor stay stuck. And here's the punchline most won't like. To succeed at all three of these paths, skill, attention, and leverage, you need to kill the old version of yourself. The version that makes excuses, the version that's afraid, the version that wastes time, doubts itself, and seeks comfort instead of challenge. That version is dead weight, and you can't take it into the next level. You need to become a different animal, one that doesn't flinch at risk, one that moves fast, one that adapts, one that makes bold moves while the rest of the world hesitates and complains, because the future belongs to those who execute. Not those who talk, not those who dream, but those who do. So here's the formula burned into your brain: master a high income skill, monetize attention daily, and build ruthless leverage.